Where's the voice? Oh. Recording. Phew. Now I can continue. So welcome. If I haven't met you before, my name's Lisa. What a delight to be together this morning. In particular, welcome to the new people in the room. And I said this before. Remind me your name. Ingeborg. I said to Ingeborg, it's funny, I hope you don't mind me sharing this, but I'm going to anyway. But, you know, she said that there's, a few body elements and she's just going to go at her own pace, but, that she hopes that I'm not upset by her or embarrassed by her. And I said, of course not. And she said, she said, but don't worry, I know how to listen to my body. I said, you know what? That makes you one of the most advanced yoga students in the room because we do all these fancy postures to ultimately learn how to listen to ourselves. So if you can just go straight to learning to listen to yourself, you sort of won the yoga prize anyway. So I share that just to reiterate that it's not about the poses. This is really about finding ways to move and finding ways to be in your body that feel good. And it's a particularly auspicious day to be at yoga because we are bang smack in the winter solstice right now. And, I find it so fascinating when I think it's winter solstice for us. So, us in the southern hemisphere where our little side of the earth is tipped the furthest away from the sun, but somewhere else in the world right now, they're tipped closest. And in 6 months' time, that's going to be us. And so I think it's so beautiful, like times like winter solstice, to pause and to remember and celebrate the cyclical nature of life and the cyclical nature of the natural world around us, which we're all a part of, which is where we come from, because so much of everyday life out there is just like linear, always like doing more, focused on doing, achieving, living like that's the only way to be, when nature reminds us, no, there's like times of darkness and stillness, there's times of more light and movement, and the more that we can come back into balance with that, I think the more in harmony our life flows. The more easeful we can feel in our own bodies and in our own lives. And so although winter solstice is, traditionally, or not, it is for us, when there's the least amount of light and the most amount of darkness, it's actually when we start to move towards the light. Because after the solstice, the days will start to become longer. We are moving towards the energy of spring and creation. But it's hard to remember that when we're in the throes of winter, when it's dark, there's that sense of inertia, it's cold. And I think part of spiritual practice is learning how to hold both, like how to be with the coldness of winter, the darkness, but to also remember that light is still there, and that is where we're moving. And solstice is a beautiful time to really celebrate like all the things that are working in our life right now. Having a lot of conversations with people right now, it's a lot of talking about how hard things are right now. And of course, we acknowledge that, but the fastest way to move towards what we are calling in is to get present to everything that is working in our lives right now. The more we focus on all the things that are working for us, the more we tend to find things that are working. So our solstice celebration today, an opportunity to celebrate ourselves, our life, as we now start to move towards light. I'll zip it. But come tomorrow to solstice celebration, I'll be talking more. So let's take a minute or two in meditation before we get moving. Any position that feels comfortable is the right meditation position for you. So that could be sitting, It could be lying, it could be anything else. Take all the time you need to find a position that feels easeful, but that allows you to feel alert and aware. Yeah. And if closing down your eyes feels relaxing, go ahead and do that. If you'd rather keep eyes open, that's great too. As you just take some moments to welcome yourself here. A very simple but beautiful way to welcome yourself is to simply invite in a slightly fuller, deeper breath right now. Simply noticing the rising breath, noticing the falling breath. Yeah. Just taking some moments like that. Just allowing the in-breath to happen effortlessly and naturally, and perhaps a little more intention with the exhale. So it can be a releasing, a soothing, a letting go breath. Yeah, with every breath, feeling the body settle a little more. Maybe even feeling the body relax and unwind just a little more. And as you keep breath at the forefront, in these final moments of stillness, I'm going to invite you to just reflect, what is something that you can celebrate about yourself, about your life right now? And it doesn't need to be any big external achievement, just something that you can feel good about. Maybe it's being here on the mat this morning. Maybe something else. And in the same way that you might acknowledge or celebrate someone who you loved, can you offer yourself those words of support and celebration right now? Where you might tell a child or a loved one that you're proud of them. What would it be like to offer that to yourself? Staying connected to this energy of celebration, this energy of focusing on what is working. We continue this inquiry as we start to move. So we're going to meet in a seat. So if you're lying on your back, take all the time that you need to find your way to a seat. The eyes are closed, you'll gently reopen eyes. If you're sitting on a prop, you might like to come off it, but you don't have to. If cross-legged isn't comfortable, feel free to keep the legs long. Go ahead and bring hands to the front of the knees or perhaps the shins. On an inhale, bend the elbows, gently rock forwards as you arch the spine. And then you'll round as you exhale. You'll start to lean back, chin to chest. That's it. Again, the in-breath rocks you forwards, elbows gently bend, collarbones broad. And then round as you exhale. That's it, stretching through the back. That's the flow to begin. Keep going like that. The eyes can be open or closed, but have the face as relaxed as possible. You might sense the front of the heart calling you forwards on the in-breath, on the back of the heart magnetizing you back on the out-breath. That's it. You might be moving continuously Perhaps as you start to enter into the body this morning, you notice places that feel a little tight or a little dense. And it might feel nice to pause in certain places, maybe moving a little from side to side. So we're not just like going through the motion, but really using the motion as a deeper gateway into the body. That's it. And at some point, it might feel nice to move in circles with the spine. So the hands stay where they are as you just start to rotate the spine in and around the entire pelvic bowl. This could be very slow and small. It might be bigger, more expressive as you just start to pour your whole self into this. That's it. As if the body was a really beautiful vase, and with every movement, with every breath, you were simply pouring yourself back into yourself. That's it. If you've been moving in one direction, at some point reverse, go a few rounds the other way. That's it. Making the movements a little smaller, a little more subtle, until eventually, just momentarily, we pause back into stillness, feeling body, breath, and awareness all here together now. Start to wake up through the sides of the body. Bring the left hand out to the left. If earth feels far away, you can place a block under the left hand. On an inhale, reach the right arm up. On an exhale, gently arcing over to right. That's it. You might explore walking the left fingers a little over to the left. Right sit bone stays anchored to earth. And this sense of the right fingertips reaching to left. Space and stretch through the whole right side of the body. Take a big breath in. Stay for the exhale. Nice inhale through middle, straight to other side. Right hand either to floor or block. Sit, inhale to reach up as you exhale, arcing over. Sit, left sit bone anchors to earth, left fingers reaching to right. Space and stretch through the whole left riverbank of your body. And then with breath one time, either side, inhale. That's it, exhale. And then inhale through middle, exhale. Nice. Come back to center, and we're coming over to hands and knees. If hands and knees isn't comfortable, wait in a moment. I'll give you another option. Nice. As you come to hands and knees, we'll start with some cat and cow stretches. So in breath, arching, dropping belly, exhale, rounding. Continuing like that at your own pace. Yeah, so I would suggest, coming onto your back and hugging knees into chest. They're beautiful. Okay, amazing. And starting to pour awareness into the body. How does your body feel this morning? How does your body wish to move? We're going to stay here on hands and knees like this about another half minute. You might stay on hands and knees, arching and rounding, or it might feel interesting to let the body move in slightly more of an unstructured, a non-linear way. There might be some movements through the hips or the spine, maybe some motion through the neck, the head. This doesn't have to look any particular way. And in fact, could this be like a celebration of body? In the throes of winter, in the midst of the day with the least amount of light, we are here moving, celebrating this gift of body, this gift of community. That's it. Okay, as you're ready, we're going to stay on hands and knees. Please step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. You might have one or two blocks for the hands if the earth feels a little far away, and then keep moving a little here. You could start to rock the hips forwards and backwards. You could swivel a little from side to side. So Paul, I would bring your right foot a little more like maybe here. Right. Just feel a little bit, yeah. And then I would have 2 blocks. Yep. Yeah, perfect. Beautiful. If you've come out of the bend of the right knee, please rebend the knee, right foot to the floor. Bring the right hand to the top of right thigh, and then gently spin the spine to the right. A really gentle twist. You can stay here or reach right arm up towards the ceiling, right fingertips lengthening away from the left palm. That's it, whole body breathing. Take a full breath in. Slow release breath out, right hand back to the floor. Come back to hands and knees, perhaps a little bit of movement between sides, and then we'll move straight to the other side, left foot outside of left hand. And a little bit of time to set the body into motion here. What kind of movement or stillness would feel pleasing here? And as you're ready, with left foot to the floor, left hand, left thigh, spine, neck, and then head spinning to left. Stay here or left arm up towards the ceiling. Left fingertips lengthening away from the right palm. Nice, full breath in. Slow release breath out, left hand to the floor, hands and knees, and then downward facing dog, please. So downward facing dog. So you can move your blocks to the side now. Great. So that's it. So the palms are pressing down. And in fact, I'm going to get everyone to lift your heels. So lift your heels up. That's it. Bend your knees a lot. And then start to press the sit bones up towards the ceiling. So can I touch your hips? Is that okay? So the hips are moving back. That's it. And then work to straighten your arms as much as you can. Okay, they're perfect, perfect. Nice. You can start to straighten the legs a little now, bringing heels to the floor. But for most people, heels a little lifted, knees soft. Nice. All 4 sides of the neck long and soft. Okay, from downward facing dog, inhale, plank pose. Slowly come forwards. This is like top of a push-up. We're going to stay and take some breaths here. You're very welcome to lower the knees to the floor. That's like top of a push-up. Palms press into the earth. Back of heart lifts up into space. Take a big breath in. Exhale, lower all the way to the ground. Stay there when you get there. Pelvis stays grounded. Baby cobra breath in. Back of heart leads. Nice. Exhale, forehead softens to earth 3 more times at your own pace. Back of heart, back of head initiates movement. How easeful, how fluid can this be? Beautiful. After your 3rd time, take a moment to let the whole body rest to the earth. Nice. And then please come to hands and knees, breath in, downward facing dog, breath out. Starting to let the practice become like a moving meditation, witnessing body breathing in, body breathing out. Paul, walk your feet a little closer to the body. Sorry? Walk your feet a bit more like where my hands are. Yeah, that's it. And then press the hips back. Nice. At the end of your exhale, slowly walk feet forwards. We meet forward fold at the top of the mat. Take all the time you need to get there. Nice. With soft knees, please take hold of opposite elbows as you pour the spine forwards. A sense of the nectar of your heart pouring out through the column of the spine, out through the neck, all the way out through the basin of skull. That's it. Keep the body folded, mindfully unclasp hands. They can come to floor, shins, or thighs. Hands touch something. Take a halfway lift, breath in. Drip to the earth, exhale. Twice more, breath in. Breath out, fold. One more time, inhale, lengthening from tail all the way to crown. Exhale, fold, or not. Maybe, I don't know, could have been me. And now we'll all come up in. exhale, hands to heart. It's funny because sometimes I'll say things like 2 more times, and then I have a moment where I think, did I leave enough water for my son? And then that's, I've just, maybe we've done like 10 more and I didn't realize. Take some slow rounds of sun salutation together. But we're going to take 3 each round, offering it to something that you can celebrate about your life right now. 3 more things you have to think of. So what is something that you can celebrate right now? We offer these movements to that. And inhale, arms stretch up. Nice forward fold as you breathe out. Use the whole of the exhale to fold. Nice inhale, peek the heart forwards. Exhale to fold. Step back into plank pose or stay for an inhale. Lower slowly all the way down as you exhale. Cobra just 1 time. Inhale, curl up. Nice to the earth as you breathe out, downward facing dog. Letting the movements be an honoring of all that is right with life right now. The end of your next exhale, step or lightly float the feet forwards. Just take a halfway lift, breath in, drip back to the earth as you exhale. Come to standing as you inhale. Feet ground down, arms slowly reach up. Nice to your heart as you breathe out. What is something else that you can celebrate right now? Offer these movements to that. Inhale to rise up. Nice forward fold, breath out as if breath could drip along your spine. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold, step to plank. You can lower on that same exhale. It could be all the way to the earth. It could be just halfway. Nice inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Nice. And then we meet in downward facing dog. So Paul, what I would do for you today, we just come all the way down and then just a little lift like that. And then just come back through hands and knees and to downward dog. Does that make sense? You're doing super. Awesome. Okay, at the end of your exhale, stepping or lightly floating forwards. That's it. Allow the next in-breath to lengthen you just halfway. The exhale releases you to the earth. Rooting down to rise up. Inhale, slowly reach up. Sit to your heart. One more time. What is something else that can be celebrated? That is really working for you? Use this next sun salutation to move ourselves even closer to more of that. Inhale, reach up. Nice forward fold. Next in-breath lengthens you halfway. Exhale to fold, stepping to plank and continuing to lower to earth. That's it. In-breath curls you up. We meet back in a downward facing dog together. Some moments here to simply witness the body breathe in, the body breathe out. Okay, from downward facing dog, please bring both knees to the floor. So for a moment, come back, hands and knees, and then step the right foot in between the hands. On an inhale, reach the arms up, low lunge. Left toes can be tucked or untucked, whatever feels more steady and stable for you. Take a moment to feel the body, parts of the body anchored into the earth and really ground those parts down. And then at the same time, noticing parts of body meeting space, expand into that. We're going to pulse here a little. So on the inhale, gently come out of the bend. And then exhale, hands to heart, rebend the knee. And the inhale, come out of the bend, arms up. Exhale, keep going like that at your own pace. So the exhale kind of calls the energy in for yourself. In breath, expanding you wide. Inhaling all the way to the edges of the body. Exhale calls you in. One more time. Inhale. Some as you exhale, hands to floor or blocks, hamstring stretch. So hips are in line with the left knee. Hands to blocks will give you more space. The right toes are lifting up. Take an inhale to find a little more length. As you exhale, perhaps pouring the spine a little closer to the right leg. Or not. Nice. Or not. You meet the sensations that you're noticing with curiosity. It is like, no, open hamstring. Okay, next inhale, rebend the right knee, ground the foot, ground the hands, your choice. Step into plank, move through a slow and mindful flow, or straight back to downward dog, or come to hands and knees, and just let the body move a little here. You could take some cat and cow stretches, arching and rounding, or some circles. And then we eventually meet back in a downward facing dog together. And then momentarily back to hands and knees, knees to the floor, left foot steps forwards in between the hands. And then inhale to rise the arms up. Take a moment to land into the fullness of this shape. And inhale to come out of the bend a little as you exhale, pulling it all back in. Inhale, breathing into the edges of you. And then exhale, calling that energy back for yourself. Keep going. That's it. One more time. Inhale, reaching to the edges. As you exhale, hands to floor or blocks, hamstring stretch, hip shift back. Left toes lift up and inhale to lengthen. As you exhale, pour the spine forwards. We soak some breaths here. Would it be possible to meet this moment and to meet your body exactly as it is with kindness? Okay, inhale to rebend the left knee, ground the foot and the hands. Your choice. Plank through vinyasa or downward dog or hands and knees. So you have about 5 or 6 breaths to offer yourself any kind of movement or any kind of stillness. We meet back eventually in a downward facing dog. Okay, again, back through hands and knees just for a moment. Again, right foot steps in between the hands. Find your way into low lunge. That's it. As you inhale, come out of the bend. Exhale, pulling the energy back. A few more times. You know this. It's like a moving meditation now. Eyes and face calm. Allowing each repetition to bring you a little deeper into this present moment right now. Into this body right now. Okay. Next time that you exhale, hands to heart, bend into right knee, stay and breathe there. We'll add a twist and inhale to reach the spine forwards as you exhale, left elbow outside right knee, or just in that direction. Stay like this or curl the back toes under, lift the left knee off the floor. So the left thigh lifts up into space. Oh, okay. Nice. Nice. Back thigh lifts up as the spine, neck and head telescopes forwards. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, release hands to the floor. Get everyone to lift the back knee up. And as you inhale, right arm to sky, easy twist. Option for a block underneath the left hand. Nice. Full breath in. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Your choice. Step back through plank, chaturanga, vinyasa, or simply skip it. We meet eventually in a downward facing dog. This is not something that needs to be endured. How can it be something to be celebrated and enjoyed? Knees to earth just for a moment. Transition left foot forwards. find your way back into low lunge on an inhale to arms slide up. That's it, whole body breathing. And then inhale, unbend the knee, exhale, call it back in. A few more rounds like that. Yeah. Noticing if there's any tension creeping in as you move. How can the body be as relaxed as possible? Next time that you exhale, we'll stay and breathe here. As hands to heart, another inhale to lengthen spine. As you exhale, twist right elbow outside left thigh. Take a moment to then nestle the back of your heart into space that's behind. Option now to curl the right toes under as you lift the right knee up into space. And at the same time, whole upper body telescopes forwards. Nice. But I like that variation. It's interesting. Exhale, hands to the floor. Nice, left arm to the sky, easy twist. And you know, if all else fails, we just blame it on the solstice, right? It's not my fault. Exhale, left hand to earth, option for flow or option for rest. In the next 5 or 6 breaths, we meet in downward facing dog. Take a moment to pull yourself back into yourself. It doesn't matter what anything is happening around you, what other people are doing. Can you show up for you right now? The end of your exhale, please step forwards. You can take one big step, you can take many steps. Nice halfway lift, breath in, a slow drip back to the earth as you exhale. Come all the way to standing on the in-breath. To your heart. Again, inhale to rise up. Nice forward fold as you breathe out. Nice inhale to lengthen just halfway. Exhale, paw to the earth. Nice, plant the hand, step the left foot back. I'm going to keep the knee lifted. Inhale, arms to sky, now high lunge. Nice, and you can come right up onto the ball of the back foot, perhaps a little micro bend into the back knee. And take some moments here to feel the presence and the resonance of breath. Feel this shape from the inside out. And we're going to pulse like we did before. So inhale, straighten right leg. Exhale, rebend the knees, hands to heart. Keep going like that. You can make this your own. Every repetition pouring you a little more fully back into you. You might imagine on the inhale, offering your energy out. On the exhale, calling it back for you. One more time, inhale, rise up. Now warrior 2 as you exhale. Sit, spin the back heel to the earth. Slide the arms forwards and backwards as if they grew from heart. That's it. And then we arrive into the stillness now. Generating our own sense of warmth, heat, light. To side angle on the exhale. So I'm going to do the modified version of right forearm, right thigh, or just somewhere along the thigh, left arm over left ear. That's it. The left fingertips lengthening away from the left heel. Those that wish to bring the right hand to floor or block, you can. You don't need to. You'll either stay here or we can transition now to Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. I like a block for the hand, perhaps the left hand to hip in slow motion. Pull weight through the right leg, left leg lifting just to level of hip. Yes, you can stay here or final piece, left arm up towards the ceiling. As you extend the body like a circle in all directions, reach your top arm to the ceiling, that's it. And then like the left foot was pressing on a wall. That's it. Nice. In slow motion, back into warrior two, as if earth could catch the back foot. That's it. Keep the bend into the right knee, flip the right palm to sky, reverse as you inhale. Space and stretch through the whole right side. And then exhale like a waterfall, hands drip to the floor, easy twist. Right arm lifts, back heel lifts. So a block for the left hand will give you a lot of space here. That's it. And then the right arm lifts up. Or you can just keep, Nice. Stay here or transition, Vashisthasana, side plank, outer blade, left foot, right leg on top. Don't worry about this for today. Tomorrow we'll work on it. Nice. You can reach the right arm over the right ear. And it's like you were pressing the earth away with the left palm. Nice. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Your choice. Move through a slow and mindful vinyasa, or simply back to hands and knees. A little bit of movement here. You can rest in child's pose at any point. That's it. So rest at any point, and then eventually we meet back in downward dog, but absolutely no hurry to get there. Nice. Whatever shape you're in, take a big breath in. Sigh it out. Once more, breath in. Release as you exhale. Let's make our way back to forward fold. No hurry to get there. Nice. As you find your way to the top, in breath to lengthen just halfway. Exhale, fold. Nice. Come to standing as you breathe in. Pulling that earth energy all the way up through the fingers, and then exhale to heart. As you let the soles of the feet soften and release into the earth. Another in-breath draws the arms up. Sit forward fold as you exhale. Use the whole of the exhale to fold. Take a halfway lift, breath in, bow back to the earth, breath out. Hands to the floor, right foot steps back. As the feet ground down, inhale to reach the arms up, coming into high lunge. Take some moments to feel steady and supported. And as you're ready, inhale to straighten left leg. As you exhale, rebend, draw hands to heart. Keep going at your own pace. Offering energy out on the in-breath and then calling it back in on the out-breath. Nice. One more time. Inhale, rise up. Warrior two. As you exhale, spin the back heel to the earth. Let arms slide forwards and backwards as if they grew from your heart. Turn your left toes to the front, that's it. And then bend the left knee a little. You might want to take a slightly wider stance. Nice, turn your toes towards, that's it. Perfect, perfect. Side angle is the out breath, left forearm, left thigh, right arm over the ear. And then the sense of the right fingertips lengthening away from the outer blade of right heel. Stay like this, or if you wish, left hand to floor or block. And then staying here or transitioning half moon Ardha Chandrasana, perhaps a block for the left hand, perhaps right hand to hip, and then slowly pouring weight through the left leg, lifting the right leg just to level of hip. Walk the left foot a little further in front. The left hand. Yeah, nice. And then the right foot like it was pressing on a wall behind you. That's it. And then slowly transition back to warrior two, bending the left knee, allowing earth to come up to support that right foot. A moment to enjoy the sweetness of 2 feet held by earth. Let's keep the bend into the left knee, left palm to sky. Reverse as you inhale. We'll stay and breathe here. Space and stretch through that whole left side. As you exhale like a waterfall, hands cascade to the floor. Left arm lifts up, back heel lifts up. Easy twist, that's it. And then have a block for this hand. Great place to stay if you wish. Option for side plank, Vashisthasana. Come onto the outer blade of the right foot, left leg on top. You can reach the top arm over the ear. And it's as if you are pressing the earth away with the right hand. And exhale, left hand searches for earth, option for flow or option for rest. You might move through vinyasa, you might come into child's pose or hands and knees, maybe something else. We meet back eventually in a downward facing dog. The end of your exhale, slowly walk the feet forwards. We meet now forward fold. Take a halfway lift as you inhale, drip to the toes as you exhale. All the way to standing, breath in. Yes, pausing at heart, breath out. Please stand on the right foot. We're coming into tree pose with the left. So left foot can be ankle, can be calf. So this would be option 1. Option 2, calf. Option 3, upper thigh. Only place we don't want foot is over the knee joint. We'll start with hands to heart. Take a moment to really anchor the right foot into the floor. And then something different today. I'm going to invite you to lift the arms up and then bring the base of the palms into the base of the skull. So base of palms into base of skull. And then ever so slightly nestling at the back of the head into the back of hands. This sense of resting into that space behind, trusting. Nice. From here, bring the left hand to rest on the left thigh. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, gently arc to the left. Again, trusting. Falling. Slowly come back through center. For fun, we'll do the other side, the left hand along left leg, gently arcing to the other side. And then releasing 2 feet to the floor and bring a little bit of movement in between sides. And then other side, standing left foot, option 1, right foot to ankle, to calf or upper thigh. And then start with hands to heart, so you have some moments to really feel yourself land into this shape. Again, the arms lift up, palms touch, bend the elbows, base of palms into the back of head, and then gently settling back. Like trusting in what's to come. And then from here, slowly the right hand to the right leg. Inhale, left arm reaches up on an exhale, arcing to left. Nice. And then other side. You can always turn this into an interpretive dance. And then back through center and release. And a little bit of movement. In fact, what we'll all do, have your feet a little bit wider than hips distance apart, knees soft. Just going to start to let the arms move a little from side to side. That's it. Yeah, maybe stagger yourself so you don't hit your friend. It's nice to sort of bend the knees as you come momentarily through center. And so this is the extent of the movement. So you might like to close down the eyes to really focus on the felt experience of the body. And you might go at a very slow, steady pace, so it might feel nice to start to move a little faster. This kind of intuitive, fun movement that as children we do, that we know is good for the body, that we know is a release. And as we grow up, we tend to forget. So Really calling in the energy of solstice, any stagnation, heaviness, coldness, letting it release now through these movements. Calling in warmth, vitality, light, new beginnings. Keep the body moving. Start to make the movements a little smaller, a little slower, until eventually, just momentarily, we come back into stillness. Noticing what is alive inside of you right now. Your eyes are closed. You'll slowly reopen eyes. Please make your way to the top of the mat. One final flow as we transition to the earth, palms to heart, and inhale to rise on up. Pour yourself forwards, forward fold as you exhale. Inhale to lengthen just halfway. Nice, exhale to fold. Your choice, step into plank, move through one final flow, or feel free to skip it. And we meet in downward facing dog. And then from downward dog, we're coming onto our back. So you can just lower the knees down and then find your way to the earth. That's it. As the back of the head touches the earth, hug the knees into chest. And start to take a little bit of motion across the lower back and the sacrum. As if the earth could massage you here. Keep the right knee hugging in, stretch the left leg long to the floor. Please interlace the hands behind the right hamstring as you reach the right foot up towards the ceiling. Just pressing the leg into the hands, hands back into leg. This is a really therapeutic hamstring stretch. And see if you can let this next breath be received into a soft belly. And this breath. Bend the right knee, hug it back into chest. We'll twist. Release the right arm to the earth. Use the left hand to support right leg across the body. That's it. Every inhale, breathing into the right shoulder. Every exhale, breath just kind of slides down the spine, inviting more ease and more relaxation with every breath. And then upcoming in-breath, come back to middle, two knees, return back into chest. And keeping the left knee in, stretching the right leg long, right heel touches the earth, hands weave behind the back of the left thigh as you stretch the left leg into space that's above. Nice, pressing leg into hands, hands sweetly back into leg. Belly is soft, breath is full. If you feel complete on this side, please rebend left knee, draw it in as we twist left arm to earth. Right hand just kind of cajoles that leg across. That's it, Paul. That's it. Now allowing each inhale to soften left shoulder. Every exhale, body relaxes just that little bit more with every breath. And inhale. exhale, come back to middle. One final time to knees hug back into chest. And you could stay some breaths with the knees hugging in, perhaps a little bit of motion across lower back. You might like to come into a version of happy baby. So that would look like knees bent, holding either outer edges of feet or ankles or calves or backs of thighs. Yeah. And if there's any movement you'd like to take before we come into some rest, relaxation together, you're very welcome to do that. If there's any layers of clothing to put on or any props, a bolster, a blanket, take the time now to set yourself up. If anyone would like a blanket or bolster and doesn't have one, just raise a hand and I'll come bring something over to you. So again, these next minutes are not something to be endured, but something to really be enjoyed. That's it. And as you find your way to the earth, it might feel nice to have the legs and the feet a little wider than hips. The arms resting in an easy, effortless way. There's a sense of fingertips lengthening away from shoulder tips. Sense of the body sinking into earth. Now we come to rest in stillness. Resting in that deep truth and knowing of who we are. Allow yourself to settle even deeper now into the very natural, the very healing rhythm of your own breath. Begin to deepen and widen your breath. Feeling your own breath infuse your body with life, with vitality. And if you'd like to stay longer resting in stillness, please feel free to stay as you are. As you feel ready, otherwise you can start to invite gentle movement back in, reawakening through fingers and toes. Might like to bend the knees and roll to the right, and perhaps take a few moments on your side using the underarm as a pillow for the head. And then eventually we'll meet back together in a comfortable seat. Take the time that you need. As a way to finish our practice together this morning, you can offer yourself some kind of gesture to acknowledge practice. It might be hands in a prayer position, it could be palms directly over your heart, maybe something else, something that feels authentic and kind. Take a moment to honor, to acknowledge, to celebrate our own light, our own intrinsic goodness and warmth that we hold even in the throes of winter. And as we hold, as we start to move towards the light. In honor of this mindful solstice pause together, we gently bow. Namaste. Thank you so much. A beautiful day, a beautiful weekend. My husband and I are facilitating a solstice gathering tomorrow at 1:30. There's a few spaces left. If you'd like to know more, come chat. That's it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye, Alison. Oh, she's gone.